Welcome back to the channel. This is a very special today. Today I am unboxing something that I have been waiting for years. Not this specific knife, but I've been waiting for something like this for years, and it finally exists. This is the brand new WE Knife Acuminal. I am going to unbox it today. I've got one of the very first ones of these, and this is a really, really special knife. First out, shout out to Blade HQ. Cool sticker, thank you. This is the box. It is pretty cool. This is a sleeve that goes over it sideways like that. That's classy. WE Knife is on the high end of things. One of the things that's super special about this knife is it's made from Vanax. If you are not familiar, Vanax is the top of the heap when it comes to super steels. It is impervious to rust. It has rust resistance on the level of LC200N or H1, which is to say that the only way you're going to get it to rust is by hitting it with a blowtorch or something else that your human body would not survive. So you never need to worry about this stuff rusting. Cool pouch here. Let's get to the knife. This is cool. I'm so excited about this. First of all, look at that anodization. Is that cool or what? That is absolutely beautiful. WE Knife is known for more high-end stuff, and this does not disappoint. That is absolutely incredible work on that. All right, let's check the flipper action. It's everything you'd expect from WE Knife, right? Also, just look at the action on this thing. And keep in mind, this is a knife that they didn't know was heading for a YouTube channel. I just bought this as myself. The action on this thing is absolutely fall closed. Look at that. It's perfect. Perfect action on that. Super satisfying. I like this thing. This is almost a 4-inch blade. This is a lot of Vanax. It's very... there's a lot of grinding going on to make that blade lighter. This knife is a whole lot lighter than I expected for something this big. Let's see how light it is, and then we'll see how big it is. So weight on this is looking like 4.46 ounces. And when you see how big this knife is next to some other stuff, that's probably going to surprise you. So here it is next to a Microtech Amphibian, which is a very large knife, right? We're looking at something that's pretty much that big. There's the Kershaw launch. Here is a bug out for comparison, right? That's a big honking knife, right? This is a Griptilian or a Hogue Ritter, right? Kind of in that size range. Here is a CRKT Redemption, and I want to point out this knife because this knife is really close to the same size, and it's the same sort of kind of gentleman's folder, but also a sturdy knife as the Acuminal. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the Acuminal right, but I'm the first one to have a video on this on the internet, so that's how we're going to pronounce it. But when you're looking at these two knives, even though this blade is wider top to bottom, and even though it's just as thick, if not a little thicker, the CRKT is 4.82 ounces compared to 4.46 ounces of this one. So there's a heavier knife, despite the fact that it's got a narrower blade. Which probably means, yes, okay. So if you can see this on the inside here of this knife, there is a ton of skeletonizing. You can see those big cutouts in the middle there where they have saved a lot of weight by making those titanium handles as thin as possible. Feels good in the hand. It's a bit pokey on the bottom here. I'll have to see how that does when I'm actually using it. I am going to do a full test of this. This is going to be a user knife. The frame lock area there is also pretty good. It's a little bit better than I expected it to be. My gold standard for how a frame lock should be built is this zero tolerance 452 carbon fiber. And you can see that area is just as big, if not a little bit bigger, where the frame lock stops against the blade. So this is a very durably built frame lock. Very good lockup, very nice flipper action. It's got a nice weight to it. I normally don't like flipper tabs that are this small. That normally annoys me because I want to be able to catch that, especially if it's the only way to open the knife as it is on this one. I prefer something more like this, but because this is situated not down from the back of the knife like this, so there's no shelf, because you can just put your finger on the top of the knife and then slide it down, I don't mind it as much as I thought I would. Wow. Okay. I am looking forward to putting this knife through a full test. This is an absolute beast, and it's so beautiful. I love how they've made it light. I'll even put a notch at the bottom for the centering. So you can tell that that centering is perfect, because if it wasn't, you would see it right in that notch. Oh, that's so cool. That's also confidence, right? Now, I will be doing a full review of this knife coming up in the next few weeks. But man, I'm impressed. This is my first WE knife. I actually sold some other knives and stuff to get this because it's so expensive. But I am, so far, not regretting it. This is a cool knife. I'm just interested to see how I will like it once I've put a lot of use on that handle, given that that's a thin edge down there. So, very cool. Very beautiful knife. I am looking forward to giving this one a full review.